Good evening, I'm Shane Jones, leading the news. Some of the few stores that opted to open on the holidays are given positive reviews. The openings on December 26th and 27th were in anticipation of the arrival of scores of tourists, with a number of cruise ships arriving here over the past few days. More from Lorna Jones.
Although the vehicular traffic on Broad Street was nothing like what you would see usually, taking a peep inside Cave Shepherd, you could almost imagine it was a regular shopping day. Location manager with Duty Free Caribbean, Andrew Wilkinson, says they opened the first 2 floors of the store to facilitate the tourists.
We are doing extremely good business today. Yesterday was very good as well, so for the opening of the bank holidays have been very, very successful for us.
These visitors were happy to be able to get in some shopping.
You know, ladies are always right, so they really wanted to go shopping in Barbados. I don't know why, but there must be special things in Barbados.
I didn't know that a lot of the shops are closed. When we booked the flight, I didn't realise this, but when we heard that the Cave Shepherd would be open today, we thought, take this opportunity and come down and buy as much as we can.
Regional manager at Milano Diamond Gallery, Lee Nohi, promoted their opening directly with the cruise ships. He reported good sales today, but wants to see the Chamber of Commerce and the Ministry of Tourism do more to enhance the marketability of Bridgetown.
To me, this is a sleeping giant. Bridgetown has part of UNESCO. There is so much that can be done at very little cost and to draw the people to this town.
Taxi operators reported mixed fortunes. Those based in the Bridgetown port were back and forth with tourists to town, beaches and pleasure cruises. On Broad Street, taxi driver Latoya says it's a bit harder to get passengers today, but those that are visiting Bridgetown are looking for more options.
Still, they expect more. Although that they know what's going on, they still expect a little bit more stores to be open, and so
normal shopping hours will resume on Wednesday, and scores of shoppers should descend on the capital as they prepare for Old Year's Night. Lorna Jones, CBC News.
Thanks, Lorna. A number of Barbadians have flocked to membership shopping retailer Cost You Less over the past few days. The Welch's St. Thomas store was one of the few businesses that opened its doors during the extended holiday period yesterday and again today. While not speaking on camera, a representative close to the store said they opened from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon on both days. The representative noted that the decision by the store was actually met with enthusiasm by Barbadians who gathered well before 9 a.m. yesterday to take advantage of the holiday shopping and specials. The official noted that cases of beer were among the hottest selling items. Christmas Day might have been 2 days ago, but the spirit of giving continues. Sharon Bellamy, with the help of Corporate Barbados, put on Remember the Kids yesterday, a Christmas children's party at Queen's Park. Ms. Bellamy says she usually takes the children to Barbados Hilton Hotel on Independence Day, but this year she wanted to do things differently. Over 300 children, including some with special needs and others from children's homes across the island, enjoyed a fun day in the park.
They're getting everything. Co-op Barbados has came together and supported me. They're having jumping tents, water rides, loads of food. The Barbados Defense Force, they have cooked all the food. Hilton Barbados has sent food, Sandals have sent food, baker shops have baked cakes, Purity has donated bread. Co-op Barbados had really patronized for this one, Remember the Kids for Christmas.
And Wacky Wayne was on hand to ensure maximum entertainment.
Today we have Santa Claus, we got Spider-Man, we got Dr. Stuffin, we got elves, we got Miss Claus too as well, to give a wonderful, have a wonderful time today. So we just give thanks and praise to God Almighty above, that we here again, children having a wonderful time, you know, because it's Christmas time.
As Barbados observed the second holiday in as many days, we took to the streets to find out how people were spending the day. On the West Coast, many of the usually crowded picnic spots were surprisingly deserted, with some people suggesting that many used today as a rest day. At Bats Rock Beach, the Hash House Harriers held one of their usual runs.
Every Saturday and bank holiday, we meet either around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, depending on the light, and we set out from different country locations, and we have a run, and we have walkers that come out, and as you can see here, it's a little get together at the end of it. We've got food and we've got drinks and everything. It's a great social, great family event.
While a stone's throw away was the pride of Wilson Hill Community Group, who made the journey from St. John. The Whitehall Methodist Church Women's League, who made a stop at Farley Hill as part of a scenic tour, practically had the place to themselves. Barclays Park was a little more lively as several families gathered to continue the Christmas celebrations.
This is my family. Usually we have picnics here on Sundays and stuff when we don't feel like eating at home, but we are all Christmas-like people, so we had to do a get-together today.
Lawmen are continuing investigations into the discovery of 2 bodies in separate incidents over the past few days. Police have identified the man whose body was discovered in a car at Bath St. John as 48-year-old Richard Ricardo Paris of Ashford, St. Thomas. Police Public Relations Officer Acting Inspector Roland Cobbler says Paris's body was found when lawmen responded to a report made just after 10 on Sunday morning of an unresponsive man in a car. Before the discovery, Paris had been the subject of a missing persons bulletin after he was last seen by his mother around midday on Wednesday, December 21st at Whitehall St. Michael. Meanwhile, police are also continuing to probe the unnatural death of 28-year-old Jermaine Ricardo Clark of Bequest St. Philip. Clark's body was discovered in a grassy area next to a track at Mill Road, Eastbourne, St. Philip, around 11 on Friday morning by police officers. At the time, the lawmen were responding to reports of a man lying motionless face down in the area. Sports News is next.